वालेकुम। आज का जो लेजेंडरी प्लेयर हमने चुना है उसका नाम है सईद अनवर। अगर वो लोग जो नहीं जानते सईद अनवर को, हाईएस्ट टॉप स्कोरर है ओडीआईज में हमारे लिए। 194 बनाए थे, उसके बाद फखर जमान ने उसका रिकॉर्ड तोड़ा था और वो वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड रहा 194 का। तकरीबन कोई 97 में उसने बनाया था, तो अच्छे खासे साल रहा था जब तक कोई तोड़ नहीं पाया। फिर उसके बाद तो सबने डबल हंड्रेड मारने शुरू कर दिए, लेकिन 90s में ये बहुत बड़ी बात थी कि कोई बंदा इतना लंबा खड़ा हो गया। 20 100 है उसके ओडीआई में, अभी तक पाकिस्तान के लिए रिकॉर्ड है। इतना अच्छा बैटिंग रिकॉर्ड किसी का नहीं था। वर्ल्ड कप से तो उसकी एक कमाल ही अलग था, और जिस तरीके से उसकी टाइमिंग थी, उसकी क्लास थी। अभी आप वीडियोस देखें और एंजॉय करें कि कितना ज़बरदस्त ओपनर था हमारा। और इसने इतने रिकॉर्ड ही बना सकता था, मगर इसकी फिटनेस का लेवल शायद इतना अच्छा नहीं था। फिटनेस पे अगर अपने काम करता तो ये और ज़्यादा बड़े रिकॉर्ड बनाता, मगर इसको इतने मौके भी नहीं मिले। एक टाइम पे ब्रायन लारा, सचिन तेंदुलकर के पाई का बैट्समैन समझा जाता था, मगर उन लोगों की जो ग्रूमिंग, उनकी जो बैटिंग पे कंसंट्रेशन और उन पे जो जिम्मेदारी डाल के उनसे काम लिया गया, अगर सईद अनवर से भी लिया जाता तो सईद अनवर भी तकरीबन 2007 का वर्ल्ड कप तक खेलता। मगर हमारे यहाँ क्योंकि आदत है पुरानी चीज़ों को ऐसे बस फारिग करके फेंक दिया। 2003 के वर्ल्ड कप में बस उसको यूज़ किया, उसमें भी उसने बेचारे ने 100 बनाए थे। टेस्ट मैचेस में आप रखते उसको 4-5 साल खिलाते तो उसका करियर थोड़ा अच्छा हो जाता, वो पाकिस्तान के लिए भी फ़ायदा होता। लेकिन हमने एज़ यूजुअल वही किया जो हम लोग करते हैं। लेकिन आप ये वीडियोस देखें, एंजॉय करें, और ऐसा दिलकश बैट्समैन शायद बाबर है और बीच में मोहम्मद यूसुफ आया था, लेकिन उनसे पहले बस सईद अनवर ही था। अपना ख्याल रखें। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।
Pakistan's total required in 30 overs, remember, is 1, 2, 3. Good looking shot. Chase for Danny Morrison. So Pakistan are underway, and they should get a couple for that nice off drive by Saeed Anwar.
I'm sure Pakistan must have, the Pakistani batsmen must have learned their lessons from the way the New Zealand batted. Over pitch delivery, driven rather uppishly on the offside. There's no fielder being there. The batsmen are picked two.
So the target is 123 for Pakistan. Pringle bowling the third of the innings. Lifting successfully. Good shot, and that's 4 runs, the first boundary of the innings.
That was very typical of Saeed Anwar, who, being a left-hander, loves to play shots on the leg side. That one picked up on one bounce, picked on the bounce and flicked on the leg side. It was perfect timing.
Oh, that's a glorious shot through the covers. That's another boundary. 2 in a row. And Saeed Anwar takes Pakistan to 10 without loss.
Absolutely magnificent looking cover drive there by Saeed Anwar, who goes down to the pitch of their delivery with the middle of the bat, times it perfectly through the covers.
And that's another handsome stroke from Saeed Anwar, lofting the ball. It will stop fairly quickly, but it might just have the legs. No, very quickly it did stop. 3 runs taken. Well, he's got some good strokes, this fellow, Ian. He's got a very good record too, hasn't he?
Fantastic one-day player. In fact, he was a one-day player far before he was a test player. That's the reason why he's prepared to go over the top early in the innings. Doesn't matter who the bowler is. And that's come much straighter than that. Both those fieldsmen are up, mid-off and mid-on. And Ken Rutherford doing the chasing.
Slow bowler did a good job. So did Shane Thompson there. He had Saeed Anwar nearly running past that one. And a chase for Morrison. It gives 2 runs to Saeed, and it's 23 for 1. The over's ended.
A lot will depend on Saeed Anwar.
It's in the air. It's clear of any fieldsman. And it's drifting out towards the boundary. And just makes it. Well, it's a slow outfield. And that is a boundary. We haven't had one for a long time. And Saeed Anwar gets his third.
Yes, good looking shot, that one. Beautifully timed in the air. Plenty of gap in that space between cover and extra cover. There's no fielder posted in the deep extra cover region.
He's hit that one well, but it will be picked up by Andrew Jones. Well, it was given only 2. Morrison generating a bit of pace there. Well, that gets past Harris too, so a chase for Cairns, and 1 run only to Saeed Anwar. Well, Ian, And he's hit that pretty well, pretty fine, has Saeed Anwar. And it's going to have enough legs to carry all the way to the boundary, I think, as it slows right down there. And Pringle has the chance to get it. Well, you can see the outfield. It was very lush and then slowed by the rain. And Saeed Anwar now to 48.
This delivery was always going down leg side. He's just helped it on its way, really. And the man down there, Chris Pringle, was quite square in terms of his position and just manages to get into the frame to cut it off. So
Anwar driving all just past great badge too. And he gets his 50 to Saeed Anwar. And he's happy with that. There are 4 boundaries there, and he's taken Pakistan to 90 for 5 at the end as the over comes to an end.
This one's over the top. He's hit it very high. It hasn't got much distance on it, but it drops safely and pulls up very quickly.
Well, that was a wedge, wasn't it? He didn't get to it. Still extended through the line of the ball, and it went many a mile in the air. If you watch this, how he doesn't get quite to the pitch of it, and you might say blocked it over cover. Pitches and stops. Gavin Larson was racing back for it, but never really got within a bull's roar of it.
Slower ball driven, good shot. No one's even bothering to run after that. It's slow, the outfield, but it was always going to make it. So Pakistan moving very close to the 1-2-3 required. 120 now for 5.
But to Saeed Anwar, man of the match, not out 60 after 72 balls.
You could see some movement coming for Jeff Allett, and if there is at all some movement, he will use it.
Deliberate shot. Typical Saeed Anwar. Short outside the off stump, really went after it hard. Got the top edge and cleared the slips by a good 3 or 4 feet.
Such aggressive batsmen, these Pakistanis. This is the second ball of the match. It's a good delivery, not too much room, but just enough bounce for him to play that, what you call the uppercut.
Now that's a fine stroke. No justice for the bowler at all. Beat him with the previous delivery. Very, very close indeed. I don't think Saeed Anwar could have grumbled if the finger had gone up for that one. And now flicked it away for 4. He really is in very good form. Just a little flick of the wrist for 4 more. Beautifully played.
His first 5 overs were very crucial.
Just pitching will carry just over the boundary. That's a long side today. Perhaps if the pitch had been placed on the other side, it would have gone for 6, 7. Might have yesterday. Oh, magnificent. Off the back foot, punch through the covers. This is a class batsman in top form.
Edged. A little bit of seam movement there, and when nothing's going right for you, nothing goes right. In the air but safe, just wide of Fleming. Still gets 4 for it.
Australia have been knocked out of this tournament. Probably bought tickets for the final, and why wouldn't you? Over the top of Gully, 4 runs. Just trying to get rid of the shackles, you get the feeling. Anwar knows that they've just been bogged down to some extent, even though they've only lost to 1 wicket. And edged for 4. So Storis really is doing a good job, but sadly, he's just seen 8 runs in a one-day game, come off 2 deliveries that could have got him 2 wickets. Very good bowling to a man in great form. Lovely shot for 4. That just increases the number of runs that he scored against New Zealand. Storis may have tried the slow ball. Well, he got it pretty well too in length.
Contributing to that. It's very fine. Roger Toos with the diving stop. The third umpire will need to have a look at that. The very good effort from Toos. But I think it'll be referred to the third umpire just to see whether that has gone for 4 or not.
Well,
gone for 4. Beaten O'Connor. Harris is distraught. but it's 127 for 3. It's through the gap, beaten extra cover. It'll keep twos interested, but he won't get there. 4 more. But we can't quite understand how Inzamam and Ijaz have got themselves out. 4 more. Last ball of the over. Again, letting Harris down. It's 138 for 4. Great shot. Played so late, almost taken out of the keeper's gloves. 4 more. Goes on to 87.
Got to keep it tidy in the field.
In the air and just wide. He'll go all the way to the fence. And Craig McMillan is at mid-wicket. And 4 more runs to Saeed Anwar. Goes to 95.
Another boundary ball delivered by Chris Harris. Not far from Craig McMillan, but just far enough to travel to the boundary for 4.
He'll look for 2. He'll be scampering for 2. And he's going to go for it. Well run, Saeed Anwar, and more importantly, well played. 19 one-day international hundreds. And he has done it in style today. A little bit of a hiccup against Storis in 1 over. 1 outside edge from Jeff Allett, but other than that, he's been very good, Anwar, yet again. Consecutive centuries for the 4th time. Mohammad Azharuddin, 334 matches. Tendulkar, Haynes, De Silva. Saeed Anwar has just moved in front of Mark Waugh. Ranatunga Inzamam Al-Haq, who made 1 today. Javed Miandad, the current coach of Pakistan. And Salam Malik, wherever he is. And big shout, but I don't think he hit it. He gave him out. So Anwar stayed there. Anwar shakes his head. The first ball after the drinks has done what New Zealand have required, and that is to get rid of the very dangerous Saeed Anwar.
Some luck there. A lot of luck for Allott. Well pitched up delivery, curling away in the air. Probably just taking the outside edge and through to Adam Purari. A big wicket. Saeed Anwar looks a bit shocked. Looks a bit aghast, but he's gone for 104, 178 for 6.
We join play now in the 3rd over. 6 runs are on the board. LeBroy is the bowler. He's coming into bowl to the little left-hander, Saeed Anwar, who's been in brilliant form.
There he goes this time. That's the great result. That's 4. That's his go. Go for them. Really timed that sweetly. Good bowler. Oh, that's a great hit. Straight down the Adelaide Oval. Wafted over long on. That's a big hit they should run for here. And they're back for 4 all run. Not that the running was all that convincing, but they made the 4 and a fine stroke. It's well played, beautifully glanced away. The final leg is square. That's racing away to the longest boundary, and that's going to be 4. That's a beautiful shot.
Nicely hit. He's gone for the shorter boundary this time, and with a good result into the garden seats. And that brings up the 50. Very entertaining way.
Saeed Anwar hangs around for a decade and plays cricket like this. He'll pull crowds in right around the ground. Give you an indication of how good a hit that was. That was hit into the breeze.
Well, the planning of the City of Adelaide was Light's vision, and they built a monument to Colonel William Light. That's it on Montefiore Hill, just out the back of the Adelaide Oval. And they might build a monument to Saeed Anwar if he keeps dropping him in the garden seats like that. Certainly the crowd will be happy to give him plenty of applause. That's a great shot. And well hit. Beautiful shot. It's a lot of power there for a little man. And I must say he's using a bit of common sense as well here today. He's not thrashing at everything. It's been a very good innings.
Know that the short ball at three-quarter pace outside leg stump with no fine leg is the correct tactical move. Morning, Rodney.
Morning, Rich. 2 6s and 6 4s for Saeed Anwar. And that brings up his 50.
Open to Silva, gets hit over mid-wicket. That's 6 more. There she goes again, his third 6. A beautifully timed pull shot.
That wasn't a bad ball. That was quite a good length and right on the stumps, but Saeed Anwar was quickly onto the back foot, and that shows you what good footwork can do. He was quickly onto the back foot and gave himself just that extra bit of room. Bingo.
And that's in the air. It's going to be safe. It's racing away towards the boundary. It's just running. And that's it. So 100 for Saeed Anwar. Superb knock. A wonderful team innings.
Aussie Makram with a big smile on his face, and more importantly, he's got the pads on, so good luck, Sri Lanka.
It's going to be a Sohail to Silva to come into the attack.
And look at that. That is gone into, that is into orbit. That is over the top. And another one.
It's none for 188 out in the centre. It's now none for 194. You could get 7 for a 6, then they'd give it for that. Went back a long way. Good 20, 25 metres back over the fence. Away she goes again. And that was just a little chip. He didn't bother with any massive backlift there. It was just a little gentle nudge. Behind his pads. Oh, I think it needed something like that to get rid of Saeed Anwar. It was rather a cheeky little dismissal from his point of view, a relief for Sohail de Silva and for the whole of the Sri Lankan side.
And the end of one absolutely magnificent innings. Anwar out for 127 in less than a century of deliveries. Pakistan lose their first. The score's 202.
They with a score that you were talking about before, 240, 250, they could perhaps just try and get 35 off Kumble, not lose any wickets. But now they've got to go after him, and I think that will favour India, and I think that they can win it from here. Yes, I think that's where Pakistan made a bit of a mistake, particularly early on. I think they looked at containing, and they were thinking more about runs than taking wickets. Can happen. Excellent shot.
Well, that's his strength, Aamir Sohail. Anything that is short, he's going to pounce on it very quickly. But Aamir Sohail in lovely position, just helping it over mid-wicket. What the Indians must look to do is try and bowl a line just outside off stump and make Aamir Sohail use his front foot.
That's good save. Jadeja did it with the bat. Now he's doing it in the field.
Well, it certainly seems to be his day so far. Batted magnificently, and this is the kind of fielding that can really lift the other players in the side. Saved a certain boundary there, diving to his right.
So the new ball bowler in this game will be Prasad, Venkatesh Prasad. Oh, that's a lovely shot. He really is very talented, Saeed Anwar.
And Venkatesh Prasad here is welcomed to the bowling crease with a superb piece of timing by Saeed Anwar. A little bit of room outside that off stump, but he really just stroked it through the covers. Lovely piece of timing. And really, the course of this match could well be dictated in the first 15 overs. India, at the moment, have their nose ahead.
Oh, that's an excellent shot as well. Already, I think we're seeing the difference between these two left-handers. Saeed Anwar is a very wristy player, but I think he's a little more talented than Sohail, and he will take less risks. Even in the first over, Sohail was having to take risks in an attempt to hit boundaries. This man, they'll come pretty easily to him.
Oh, he loves it coming onto the bat, and this new ball is coming onto the bat, and like Ian Chappell said, he's such a good timer of the ball, a very talented player.
Saeed Anwar has a strike rate of close to 80 for his career, which is a very good one. City of Bangalore, as we look at the Chinnaswamy Stadium under lights, it's a magnificent sight. Once again, they try the appealing trick, and it seems to have worked. No wide call. Sharjah misses on this occasion.
Well, there's a hush in the... But the Pakistanis won't mind that. Another brilliant square cut by Aamir Sohail. Helped here by Jadeja. He may have got a bad bounce here, but really not keeping his eyes on the ball and allowing it to go for 4 runs. So the Pakistani is really off to a flyer at the moment.
I must say, I've been very impressed with Bangalore, Ravi. It's a nice looking city.
It's a city of gardens, Ian, and climatically easily one of the best cities in India. And really the crowd here warming up to this occasion. The first game being played here under lights. And I tell you what, so far they've got their money's worth. 288 scored by India, and Pakistan already off to a flyer, 20 in just 2.3 overs. Pull up his fine leg.
Just encouragement for the batsman to try and go over square leg.
Now this is good, clever cricket by Saeed Anwar. Like we said, there is a man at deep point on the offside. He knows that the Indians don't have too much cover on the onside, and here gets his foot outside the line of off stump and just helps the ball on its way over square leg. And one thing.
That's where he really likes to hit, through the offside.
Now this is again a glorious piece of timing. It wasn't a bad ball, but really just the talent of the man. Superb hit on the up.
By hitting that one boundary through the onside, or over the onside, Saeed Anwar has got what he wants. He prefers to go that way, through the offside, because he's a very good player there, and there's a lot less risk. He took the risk to get the boundary over backward square leg, and now he's got the field placing that he wants. So he's batting on his terms. He's got the percentages a little bit in his favour. They've dragged the rate down just a little. Could well have been out, although Saeed Anwar is complaining to the umpire there about the bowler's positioning.
Well, this would be interesting to see. Anwar isn't happy that Srinath was in the way. Srinath complaining to him that it wasn't his fault.
There, once again, we see Sohail taking the risk, giving himself a bit of room.
Well, he's a swashbuckling opener, is Aamir Sohail. And here you could see, even before Srinath bowled, he was looking to give himself room. And really he's smashed this through the offside. What Pakistan need at this stage is for this partnership to carry on for about 15 overs.
Who have played a big part in Pakistan's success. Well bowled.
Well, this is a good delivery from Srinath. A bit of movement and bounce. Beating Aamir Sohail on that back foot. Again, looking to score at every opportunity is Aamir Sohail. Really on that occasion, cramped for footwork.
Once again, he's prepared to take the risk. Aamir Sohail. It's 41 for naught. .41 for naught, Pakistan, after 5 overs. They're an over short because they were slow with their rate, so they've really got to get a move on.
Well, this is the shot in the last over. It's interesting technique by Aamir Sohail. He gets back on that back foot and he's a little...
Not quite timed, but safe. Calling must be very difficult out in the middle. Huge amount of noise every time something happens at this Chinnaswamy Stadium. Kumble has had the best over of the innings for India. Well, that's 6. And the 50 partnership, that is a long way back.
This really is a huge hit from Saeed Anwar. He really tucked himself into Kumble here. Opened his shoulders and hit it many a mile into the crowd. Really picked this one up beautifully. You could already see the change in tactics between Anwar and Sohail. Sohail was trying to sweep Kumble every ball in the previous over. Saeed Anwar, noticing the huge gap between square leg and long on, picked his spot to perfection.
And Azharuddin is being asked to just come in a little bit. I think he's telling the umpire that he'll just walk in a pace or two with the bowler. Chance at the bowler's end. Oh, excellent shot. Beautiful positioning of the feet.
This is a superb cricketing shot by Aamir Sohail. Even before the bowler bowled, he's moved outside that leg stump and really just gone through the line and hit it through extra cover. Good thinking cricket this. And this is where the problems could start for India. Their main bowler Anil Kumble has started going for runs.
I think that Azhar should be encouraged, though, by the fact that Sohail in particular is taking a fairly big risk against the main bowler. That the player of the competition. And it's just going to clear mid-on. And in fact, it's going to keep running and away to the boundary. Ravi, I don't envy you your task. It's not going to be easy.
Certainly isn't, and especially with the way these two openers are going. They've had a good tournament, and here Saeed Anwar looking to actually hit it over mid-wicket, but getting enough bat on it to hit it straight and carry all the way into the fence. Yes, literally flicked Srinath into the stands.
I saw him get his century against Sri Lanka at the Adelaide Oval a few seasons ago, and he flicked one up onto the stands in that match, up onto the roof of the stands at the Adelaide Oval, and it was just a similar thing to that, just a flick of the wrist, and you thought, oh yeah, that's not a bad shot, and suddenly you heard this clunk when it landed on the roof. And that's a pretty good shot as well. He just really pushed out at that with his hands, and the timing was immaculate.
Again, a good piece of fielding by Jadeja. What the Indians need to do at this stage is to slow down things. Maybe some of the senior players just go and have a chat with Srinath, because from the look of things, he seems to be hurrying back to his bowling mark.
It's blasted away through the offside. That's a lovely shot again. It's just impossible to hold these two back. They are really playing some fantastic shots.
Yes, they are, and it's been thrilling to watch. But one has to also take a point with the Indian bowling, because the Indian bowlers have bowled to them just the right length for them to use their arms freely.
It's just a little bit shorter, and it's got past the mid-wicket fieldsman, so they'll get another single. That's the one they're going to have to be a little careful of. That pull shot, the ball tends to bounce a little bit when he bowls the top spinner. He has already turned the odd one in. Again, it's short, and that area is covered, but it's not covered dead square. The placement has been very good too. That is a rank long hop, and if you really are attacking, it's the sort of delivery you'd be wishing for. And this was dispatched with consummate ease.
Yes, it was short, and just the right kind of delivery to employ the pull. But the Indians have not tried anything different. Now Kumble is trying something different. He's trying to come round the wicket. Srinath has bowled a predictable line where the batsmen have taken him apart. He's not tried to bowl a Yorker at all, where he'll cramp the batsman.
He didn't know where that one had gone. It doesn't seem to me there's going to be any holding back here. Normally, if you get yourself to say 60 odd in 6 or 7 overs, there's a real case for saying, right, oh, well, we'll keep playing positively, but we won't take quite as many risks. With these two, it just seems to me they want to go for it all the way. Conceded 5 fours and a 6 so far. Well, that's in the air, and it's going to be caught. Yes, it's going to be out. Got him. That's the first wicket, and that's the first cheer we've heard for a while. The Indians have come alive. They've been miserable for 10 overs, and all of a sudden, the hands are slapping, and there's a roar and a bounce back in the stadium.
Well, Srinath did something different this time. He went around the wicket, and he just tucked up the batsman. See, the arms are cramped over here. He hasn't got a free swing of the arm, which he was getting earlier on. The cramping has resulted in him not timing the ball well, and that's the first wicket of Pakistan gone. Saeed Anwar, the dangerous batsman, gone for 48, Pakistan 84 for 1.
Badly in this climate. Down the wicket and a big edge, and that'll go for 4. Well, again, you slash hard enough, and you give yourself a chance, and this is an example of that. That really did fly off the edge.
This has given himself a bit of room to be able to swing those arms freely. It doesn't matter how the runs come at this stage, they have to come. Look at that back lift, and look at the move volley. And once again, that didn't allow Aamir Sohail any free movement. But
Hit that one. It's gone miles. It's way over the top and into the crowd at deep square leg, and that brings up his half century. That's very well played. This could just be the innings that swings it for Pakistan.
Well, now right in the slot over there. The earlier ball was bowled much closer to the batsman. This one was the perfect length. The length is the right length for the batsman when he's throwing his bat around. That's a good 50 from Aamir.
It's all happening out there. 104 for 1.
Common smile on his face.
Well, what the puck here, let's just watch the 6. Perfectly timed. Now what Pakistanis did not do while fielding, in other words attack, they have done while batting. And
At baking hot Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai, India, a one-day semi-final and two fierce rivals were the ingredients for this cricket classic as India hosted Pakistan in the Independence Cup of 1997.
The fielders are nervous, the batsmen are tense, and the bowlers are under pressure. Down the wicket, he's hit it in the air, this will be out. Mid-on, he's got in, the first wicket falls, and that's a good breakthrough for India.
That certainly is. You can see the jubilation, not only of the crowd, but of the spectators, but of the fielders as well. And certainly, I think this is not what Pakistan had wanted. I'm afraid they're bitterly disappointed, but I think India needed this wicket. Ramesh Raja is the one who's going to take the one and give Saeed Anwar as much strike as possible.
Slashes through the offside, too much width. Prasad under pressure. There's already been some field changes forced upon him. 19 for 1. Well, again, the flashing blade, that's gone all the way. Timing and placement, unbelievable hit.
Very high and very far.
Flashing blade again on the offside. The fielder at third man will have to move quickly. Gets a foot to it. The pressure is on the Indian bowler here. Prasad is feeling it. Saeed Anwar is aware of it. He's trying to increase that pressure. He knows he's got him worried. He's trying to just work on that. The psychological advantage is his, and he's going to make the most of it.
It's a very colourful crowd here today. Already a full house here in Madras. Very hot and steamy conditions. So Kumble it is now to Saeed Anwar. And that's smashed straight down the ground for a boundary. Oh, just going over the rope. He didn't really time it well, but got enough bat on that for the ball to reach the fence. And he goes over the top. And very clean. One bounce over the ropes. Another boundary here for Anwar. And Anwar goes here over the top. Again, lovely piece of timing. One bounce over square leg for 4.
Certainly a lovely shot.
Charging and hitting over the top. Yes, he's got it over mid-on. And a 50 for Saeed Anwar from just 44 balls. So he's taken over the mantle from Afridi magnificently here this afternoon.
A very brilliant 50 by Saeed Anwar.
Coming again and going over the top. He's trying to hit it over the deep fielder into the stand, and he does so. So there's confidence for you. He's really taking the initiative here to Joshi. So he won't be looking forward to his other 6 overs, if indeed he's asked to bowl them. 4 for 31 so far. He's bowled in, he played it on. It wasn't short enough, just skidding through a bit too quickly onto him. Ramesh Raja, a little frustrated with his scoring rate, tried to pull the ball through mid-wicket, bottom edge, onto the stumps. Ijaz Ahmed has arrived at the crease. But also what's happened in the meantime is that Saeed Anwar has a runner, and that's Afridi has come out to run for him, so obviously he's stressed, struggling.
Well, that was just stroked. He didn't even try and hit it too hard.
Even what timing, that was brilliant timing. Once that ball beat the inside field, that went past the boundary line. 4 runs to Saeed Anwar. I'm sure Pakistan will be looking for a big score, and there once again Saeed Anwar bisecting those two fielders.
So 99 not outside Anwar. He's on strike here to Robin Singh. That should be it. His 12th 100 in one-day international cricket. His first against the Indians. And it's been a superb knock by this flamboyant left-hander from Pakistan.
And that was a brilliant knock. And how nice to see not only his teammates cheering from the dressing room, but also the huge crowd here. They are celebrating his 100.
This will be 4 runs. Just beating the diving Mongia.
Very delicately played by Ijaz Ahmed there. Ball going down the leg side, and Ijaz just managed to put the bat to the ball.
Robin Singh continues. In the air and over mid-off. A couple of bounces into the boundary. That's pretty tough work for the bowlers. And again gives it the full flow of the bat as he so wants to do. And he has done so well today. It was a bad ball, pitched on the leg stump. That'll just about do it. That'll take him to 121. It goes past the highest score formerly held by Javed Miandad of 119, scored at Lahore in 82-83. The sun going down. Or maybe it's the moon coming up, Fish. I think the players will be happy the sun's going down, and there's 4 more.
Another indication of angling it. There's a shy at the stumps, hits the stumps, looked to be well in. Katie Francis is nevertheless going to ask for it, but time will tell with the third umpire, Steve Dunn, making the decision.
Yes, good throw. Well, clearly past the line there.
So Saeed Anwar just showing that he wants to relax a little and conserve his strength. 206 for 2. Oh, there's a louder shout here. Yes, and he's given him LBW. He tried to dab it down. The ball was far too close to him, Ijaz Ahmed. And he's been given out LBW by KT Francis. And so at last the Indians strike. Pakistan 2-1-3 for 3. This time he puts it over mid-wicket. That's where he was looking to find the gap, and he's done so for 4. Tried off the first ball of the over. This time he does connect. Away for another boundary. Well, he could end up with 180 just by getting a runner ball if he gets half the number of balls to be bowled. And this one could be out, caught it long on. And our understanding is that it was dropped. He just couldn't quite pick it up.
But again, he just hit the top of his fingers like a goalkeeper and just pushed it into the boundary.
Going again and really trying to hit this one for 6, and it has gone. Well, this man could end up with 200 the way that he's going, plus.
Pakistan would probably be looking for over 300 runs if he continue in this mood.
Going again, this looks as though it's gone. Yes, it's gone. The fieldsman just watching it sail over the top of him over mid-wicket. So magnificent hitting here, throwing total caution to the wind, but finding the middle of the bat. Tremendous stuff.
3 balls, 3 sixes again, getting up under the ball.
Got to get it in the block hole. He didn't. It was a big full toss. And he's miscued it a bit by comparison. It still goes for 4, so 24 from the over, 246, 247 for 3.
Oh, that's brilliant batting. Again, picking a spot, just walking across the stumps so that he could get the placement right on the onside. Taken the aerial route again, and he's found the gap again. He's split the field there. He's beaten long off and long on for another boundary.
He's such a powerful hitter, and we'll see this again, that Inzamam just picking this ball straight back over the head of the field.
And that's very nicely played on the onside to become the highest scorer in one-day cricket. He knows it, and the crowd rise up to cheer him as one. Terrific innings from Saeed Anwar. 190 not out.
He knew it the moment he hit that ball. He knew it was going for 4, and he knew that he was going to break the record of Vivian Richards.
And he's got another boundary here. He smashed that behind point in the air, and again found the gap.
He's got a remarkable knack.
And this has gone in the air. This will be a very good catch if he takes it. Yes, he has. So an end of a superb innings from Saeed Anwar. Just getting the top edge there.
Great innings coming to an end.
Yes, one of the all-time great innings in one-day cricket. What ovation he's getting.
Anwar's magnificent 194 included 22 fours and 5 sixes. It remains the highest total in one-day cricket and set India a near impossible target of 328 to win. They reached 292.
Pakistan versus New Zealand match. So really, 3 for 29, I think this was the... Well, that's a good shot. He's got that one away. One bounce, two bounces over the fence for 4. Lovely timing.
Wicket fielder.
Well, we'll play it again. That's a lovely shot. It's running away down towards the extra cover boundary. This is a quicker outfield today.
And that's very well cut away by Anwar. He'll get another couple of runs here.
Played it away. They need to get wickets.
And there he is again, and that one's gone away. Is it right over the top for 6? No, it bounced over the line. 4.
Yes, look at this shot. Perfect positioning, perfect placing, and he knows where he's hitting that ball. And
there we go again. That's going away for 4. No one's going to stop that. And there we are once more. It's over the top. It's in. Is that over? It is. That's 6 runs. A marvellous hit over the boundary at long on. And that is got 51 out of a total of 74. And there goes Saeed Anwar. And that one won't be stopped either. Well,
the ball was shot, and here we'll see again Jayasuriya just pitching it short. Saeed Anwar getting into perfect position, and he knew where the
leader who Lloyd's hat's fallen off. Oh well, there we go again. That's a magnificent stroke. The pick-up sweep going away.
He put that straight by playing 2 dot balls and then hitting that for a boundary. There it is, sweeping on the front.
Down the track comes Saeed Anwar and hits it over mid-on. 1 bounce and over the ropes.
Well, Arjuna Ranatunga has got that the ball might go off the edge.
That is beautifully swept by Saeed Anwar. There was a man out there in the deep.
It's difficult to pick which one has been the better one, but this one he's picked from around the middle and off stump.
Yes, there it is. Going down to fine leg. 2 runs. So Saeed Anwar, 100 for the 2nd day running, and the crowd are coming onto the pitch, pursued by 1 or 2 stewards, and I'm afraid we're going to be in for quite a hold-up, as you can see.
Terrific innings by Saeed Anwar again. He's played shots all round the wicket in this knock.
Well, even the ladies are coming on, but they haven't got very far. They didn't get out to the middle. There is made sure they didn't get out.
Absolutely right.
Or De Silva. No wicket.
As we headed into the penultimate weekend of this competition. I suppose we're actually in it at the moment, aren't we? Anyway, here we are. India hoping for a Zimbabwe win, otherwise they'd be out. Equally, Zimbabwe would support India tomorrow, because if they were to beat New Zealand, then Zimbabwe would also progress. Perhaps this wasn't the ideal system that it initially appeared to be. Anyway, Pakistan made 1 change to the team that lost to India, dropping veteran Salim Malik for Wajahatullah Wasti, both Ijaz Ahmed and Inzamam ul Haq recovering from finger injuries to play. For Zimbabwe, 2 changes as well after their defeat by Australia, and Bangway and Huckle were called at the expense of Whittle and Viljon. Well, Pakistan won the toss and decided to bat, and we're going to pick things up with Pakistan 2 without loss. It's the 4th ball of the innings, Heath Streak bowling to Saeed Anwar, and our very own hot air is going to come from commentators Barry Richards, Jonathan Agnew, Imran Khan, Jeff Thompson, Andy Pycroft, and first, Ravi Shastri.
And the first runs of the bat. he'd hit. Mbangwa now. He's taken the aerial route and in style. That looks as if it's sailed over the rope.
3 sighters for Saeed Anwar, and then he's decided it's going to go over the top. Bit of a sameness about it. He realises how much it's swinging, what the pace of the delivery is, and it hasn't taken him long to deposit it over the ropes, but he's given it as 4.
Again, punched off the back foot. Good timing once again from Saeed Anwar. And he ends the over with a boundary. Real tease for the fielders there. Problems that Pakistan have had in this World Cup is their top order has not really fired.
Yes, there really isn't anything to speak of there. Razak's been pretty successful and he's bowled as well. Inzamam has been the standout. He's averaged 36, but look at Shahid Afridi averaging 8. He's a much better player than that. Mohan Khan, of course, he's still to come in lower down the order too.
Oh, that's nicely picked up on the onside. This will go all the way. And a bowling change coming up here. Henry Olunga being introduced into the attack. He's got that fine. That's raced into the boundary.
Anwar 49 not out. Pakistan total also a 99 as well.
Now that should be 50 for Saeed Anwar. He'll get 2 again. And this should be a huge relief, not only for him, but also for the Pakistan dressing room. He's a quality player.
Well, a very good 50 there from Anwar. Applause from his teammates. Also brings up the 100 as well for Pakistan, cruising along at the moment.
Adam Huckle being introduced into the attack. That's in the air, but just wide on mid-wicket. It's another boundary here for Saeed Anwar.
Again looking for the sweep. He's got it fine this time. And that's the difficulty when you've got a bowl so straight, and it is turning a little bit. He's prepared to play the sweep, Saeed Anwar, and he plays it well. Didn't try and hit it too hard, just rolled the wrists on top of it. And that's a shorter one, and he's got that one away. Just the one bounce. Again, Whittle too short at that pace, especially to a man who's in good form now, and he's got over 60 on the board. Oh, that's a bad misfield from Henry Olunga. Quite often when a spin bowler is bowling and he imparts quite a lot of spin on the ball, when the batsman hits it, it does spin off the ground. We'll just see whether that happened to Henry Olunga.
Adam Huckle won't be happy with this. He's bowled 4 tight deliveries. This had been a dot ball. He puts pressure on the batsman, and it's gone straight through Henry Olunga.
.150 for 2, 5 runs and over. Blockflower, the new bowler. Again he goes on the pull, and this time he's got it away again for 4. Mbangwa couldn't get across in time. He didn't have far to go, mind you. Inzamam, really by his high standards, just a couple of innings in the middle there, 81 and 73. And was that a chance? Adam Huckle was convinced. Andy Flower had a little juggle.
Adam Huckle again turning this one in towards about. It looked as though it might have caught glove. Andy Flower dropped this one. Oh, it has. It's come off the bat. That's a drop chance.
Oh, and that's beaten everything. I think we'll find this will go all the way. Murray Goodwin can't pull that one up, and it is 4 bars, and that's spun and bounced. Well, that's a googly, and I think he got it in the wrong line. There's going to be another 4 here. That's played nice and delicately. I think he read that one, Saeed Anwar. I'm sure he picked it because I picked it from up here, Andy. And he's got it away. So it takes him.
The stroke. Lovely shot. What a way to reach 100. Glorious stroke of 16th century. And it's been a mixed innings today. He's given a chance or two, but in between, some wonderful shots. But there's a chance. And no mistake this time. It's come rather late. He was dropped on 20. But finally Zimbabwe have their man. And Saeed Anwar's innings is over for 103. And he's put Pakistan well and truly in the driving seat in this match.
The world's highest scorer in a one-day innings raises his bat.
Outside the off stump, and that's away for 4. A brilliant shot.
Well, he has gone for it. Not a bit tired of pushing for singles, Saeed Anwar.
There's his 50. 50 number 31. Urgency in the Pakistani camp.
Good shot, beautifully played. Will it be cut off? Don't think so. He's going to have to take a big dive. If he tries, it doesn't quite make it. That was a lovely shot. Short delivery, pulled away. Magnificent shot. And that is the record. Beautiful shot. Will it get there? Oh yes, it will. Desperate stuff on the boundary. So that takes these two to a record partnership in World Cup cricket for Pakistan.
There it is. Saeed Anwar goes to his 102nd successive 100 in World Cup 99.
Oh, he's hit that. It's gone straight up in the air. Will it be caught? Well, there are people running in all directions. The only person who's going to catch that is a member of the crowd. It's all happening. Their crackers going off all over the place. Pakistan have won. I don't know who the fieldsman was, but he would have got the shock of his life when he looked up. There were about 400 or 500 people rushing towards him, and the ball was still in the air. Pakistan have won. They know how to party, these guys. Pakistan through to World Cup final 1999.
Pinch-ups here. India played 46 times, 3. Remove the second slip. They seem to have made. He struck that very well. Went very quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure this is a good move to be bowling at his leg stump. Everybody knows he's a great offside player, very fluent player out there. But I said he's not been in the greatest of form. Played and missed at Srilanka. See, leg stump again. He's punishing the bowling. A ball and be lucky to get him out. Rather, you bowl it off stump a good line. I think you've a pretty good chance at the moment, because the danger is, if you let someone like Saeed Anwar get away with 20-25 runs, that's a big one. It's gone all the way. Really well struck by Saeed Anwar.
Quite a few minutes ago that I'm sure it's been a deliberate ploy to bowl at his legs. But at the moment, it ain't working. And I think you want to try and bowl him out. You don't want to let him get in. He's a tremendous striker of the ball, free-flowing player. A leg boundary. It's really inviting him to hit it there again.
And make that 2 more on the leg side. Vast majority. Here's Kuruvilla.
Well, it looks from that first ball as if well,
he's striking the ball very well this evening. He's got 4 more. And when he's in this sort of form,
well, back. Oh! Straight away some turn for Chauhan.
a little uppish. Just
Saeed Anwar just taking his time here. He knows he doesn't need to do anything foolish. Pakistan have got off to a superb start here, sweet, and come down the track.
He sweeps well. The ball travelling far too quickly for the second. And good return.
Indian supporters rather.
Must be very relieved to see the back of Afridi. And that's going to be 4 runs to mid-wicket fence against the ball. Slows down, it does. As it drops, it loses pace. And they're coming back for the third. Pakistan finding it difficult to get the runs now.
The onside.
That's going to be 4 runs to the square boundary on the offside. Left-handed Saeed. And take a comfortable single. The score 62 for 1.
intriguing tactics here from the Indians.
A, from getting the strike, and B, from scoring freely, so they don't mind giving him a single, whereas they certainly are putting pressure on the other batsmen. And another 50 for Saeed Anwar. What a brilliant record this man has got.
And this one's gone off the outside edge, a chase for Srinath. And a boundary here for Saeed Anwar. That's a welcome boundary for Pakistan.
They're relieved by that. Chauhan is putting a very good line and not allowing the batsman any width.
That it's going to be Ganguly to bowl and Saeed Anwar to face. And he's got him away to deep mid-wicket. The turning
zone.
Kuruvilla fielding it well. Played fine down to third man. 100. And
He's sort of fallen, all four. And what's more, they've looked like getting one or two more at times.
But in the end, he made it comfortably.
Oh, that'll be 4 runs. Kuruvilla unable to stop that ball. He's got that fine. No chance for the man at fine leg. Saeed Anwar is really controlling the game well here.
As well as by pace.
So he'll keep the strike with that single. Good sensible cricket by Saeed Anwar.
Tendulkar kept his slip in, was really good cricket.
Oh, he's gone for the big hit, trying to reach his 100 with the 6, but he miscues. But he can still get 2 runs for that. And that's it. That's going to be yet another 100 for Saeed Anwar. This is his 7th 100 at Sharjah, and he's reached it in style. Sweeping Anil Kumble to the deep square leg boundary. Always been in charge, never looked in any trouble, Saeed Anwar. And with very sensible batting at the other end from Moin Khan, they are taking Pakistan to yet another victory over India. Well, I think he's just trying to finish it off very quickly now.
Back into the game.
Well, he's out, trying to go for the big hit on the rise, nicking it to Sabah Kareem. But Saeed Anwar has taken Pakistan on the threshold of another victory over India. They need only 14 more runs.
Well, again, I said it wasn't necessary, this. It's just given India a real glimmer of hope. Brilliant innings.
Dylan, the fielder, he won't get there. Just enough width for Saeed Anwar to put it away.
Yes, it was a bad ball, plenty of width, and Saeed Anwar was staying in, waiting for the bad ball and just cuffing it away nicely. What it needs, no histrionics, don't do anything silly, don't go chasing after the bowling, just back very sensibly. Everything in and bending his back to get the most out. He's bowling with his head. He knows he's got to bowl with a bit of control on one-day cricket. Short, you'll get finished. Lovely shot. Really inside on his confidence. Won't do Dylan much. Too short. Got severely whacked. You can't bowl short on these pitches. You're asking for trouble. Sits up and begs to be whacked, and a lot of good players here will whack you up. 30 for none.
See that there might well have been temptation. You see he's already scored over 1,000 runs, and you have to play a test match. Very young man, just 7 GABBA team.
Thank you, Trevor. Well, that's a fine stroke to welcome it to the microphone. It was short and hit extremely well. So Saeed really is looking more the part today. And I think one has to say, Sonny, that he's moving his feet better.
Well, it's a matter of confidence. When you're not getting the runs, then your footwork is definitely hampered. You're not very confident going forward or back. But it's a matter of staying at the crease. Once you stay at the crease, the runs come. That's what Saeed is doing.
Well, that was not a single by design.
That's beautifully timed, just opened the face of the bat. And it came from the bat like a shot from a gun. No doubt about it, Saeed Anwar's back.
Lovely touch was this. Nice little firm push. Timing exquisite. Placement was good and the ball raced away. He's played very well. He played some nice shots. Not tried to hit it too hard. Just couldn't resist 2 or 3, wafts at wide balls. But it won't all come back at once.
But as he's coming back to the... Well, he hit that very hard indeed. It almost went through Hooper. 4 runs, and that was a fine stroke. Using his feet and really hitting through that one. So, the end of the over, drinks are coming onto the field. 32 overs have been bowled, and it's 143 for 2. And that's another good stroke. And that's gone for 4 more. The third one in the over. The 100 partnership has come up with that boundary. And that again is confirmation of all the good things we've seen from Saeed today. The crowd absolutely in transports of delight.
And when Saeed in form, that's the way he plays. Not only he middles the ball, but he also finds the gap. We talk a lot about Brian Lara, who is a great finder of the gap and finder of the gaps when he's batting well. And I'm certain that there's not much difference between Saeed Anwar when he's in full cry. That when he plays well, he plays beautifully well. And he has shown in this over when he has picked those 3 boundaries.
And there, is that going to be a 4th? No. It's very well stopped there.
Great.
Slow one. And this one he's got beautifully placed and timed, and it's 4 runs.
That's why he's such a difficult batsman to contain, Saeed Anwar, once he gets going. Even the good deliveries get punished. He's very quick to seize upon anything which is slightly loose. Now, this wasn't a loose delivery. This was a good length delivery, but he picked it up so well that he had the time to place it wide of the fielder at mid-on. Not an easy shot to play.
Another one of those, and he'll be there. So 1 more required by Anwar. Simmons to him. And there it is. His 13th one-day international 100. And only Desmond Haynes has scored more. The highest run-getter in one-day international cricket, Great West Indian. 17 he scored. He now has 13. We're of the opinion that Sachin Tendulkar has 12.
48 innings, nearly 2,000 runs, 80 short of 2,000 runs, averaging above 40. It's always a sign of a... Well done, David Orchard. 4. All timing, pace of the ball and the hardness of the ball.
Alan Donald now. And that too will race away to the fine leg boundary.
Similar shot to the one which Aamir Sohail played off Fani de Villiers. And this time it's Saeed Anwar defeating that.
Born Neil Adcock next to Ali Bakr.
Over the top it slips. That's become a pretty familiar sight in this series to date.
The moment the Pakistanis get any width at all, they give it the full flow of the arms, and it doesn't really matter where the ball ends up, because it's going.
Hit that very firmly indeed. Third man didn't even bother to run to his left. Great shot. That's a beautiful stroke. No need to run.
Well, when these guys hit the ball, it stays hit, that's for sure.
That went very quickly to the boundary. It's too wide.
90 for no wicket. Oh, well. There you go. Good shot. 50 runs. Well played.
Yes, very well played. That was a very good shot, and I'm sure he must be delighted because he hasn't really been having a good run against the South Africans, and he must be delighted with that one. Nicely pulled, and getting his first 50 against South Africa.
Cut away, backward of square, 4 runs.
Once again, Saeed Anwar, the moment that width is given to him, making absolutely sure this time not only he played it all along the ground, but the power and the placement both getting him forward.
It's away, and that will go for 4. Gary Kirsten chases in vain, nicely timed, backward of square on the leg side for a change.
This is played away rather nicely, backward of the square leg umpire, and it's going to be 4 runs.
That's beautifully timed.
Well, that must be one of the shots of the match. Absolutely superb timing. He just leaned into that one, chose the gap perfectly, and away it raced. Watch the balance. Super shot. Hands well out in front. Perfect choosing of the gap. He moves on.
He got 4 there.
Lance Klusner is...
It's a good shot. First boundary that Saeed Anwar has hit straight down the ground.
And it really was a classy stroke. Moves him into the 90s.
Magnificent.
My goodness, that was regal. Once again giving a little bit of width.
That's the 100. His runs are down to third man, and Saeed Anwar goes to his 5th Test century.
And a very well played 100 too. He was out of form, he wasn't getting the ball in the middle of the bat, but in this test match, in the first innings, he got a very good 40, and again, this time he's gone on to score his 5th 100 and first against South Africa. Excellent performance by Saeed Anwar there, 16 boundaries in that.
Onside and keep the ball up, and if he does that, that will get his man.
That's through the offside, beautiful stroke. That's on the up, or on the rise.
Great shot, well placed, good timing.
A couple more runs here for Saeed Anwar. They'll probably go to the boundary. It will indeed take Anwar to 117, 202 for 5.
Field for LBW, and up goes umpire Kitchen's finger again. And that is good bowling by Sean Pollock. He's struck twice in 2 overs, and both times he's got LBW decisions, and this is the big one. Saeed Anwar, having gone to his 5th Test 100, has now been trapped LBW by Sean Pollock, and suddenly Pakistan are 203 for 6.
Well, there were definitely 2 sounds here. Let's see why. It certainly wasn't because the bat hit the ball. It might have been that his bat hit the pad, but that was plumb, and very, very good bowling. Loud applause by this very fair Durban crowd. as Saeed Anwar leaves the pitch, going out for 118.
Oh, well played. It was just a little bit too straight. He didn't want to bowl there too much to Saeed Anwar. He plays that shot very well too. Well played. Good shot. He's blazed that one through the offside field. The thing about Saeed Anwar, he very seldom changes his game. He knows one way. If it's up there, he'll hit it. Oh, and that was very close to the off stump. He's managed to get it away, and this time it's gone for 4 again. Well, that is a very good delivery. Played very late. He had to adjust his shot. It's 2 for 36.
Good swing bowling. And that's the secret of good batting against pace. Just be ready for the one that's slightly over-pitched and put it away straight down the ground.
Wilson at fine leg hasn't picked that one up at all. Not sure that he would have cut it off. It was so well timed. And welcome to the crease as Saeed Anwar hits yet another boundary. In the air, but safely away for yet another boundary to Saeed Anwar. 7 boundaries for Saeed Anwar. And they're going about that in pretty fine fashion at the moment. Boundaries flying everywhere. They're erasing it very quickly, but they've lost 3 on the way. That brings another boundary. Saeed Anwar has moved along to 42.
This time he's gone over cover. That brings up another 50 for him this match. He's had a good double.
Very good double. He's probably played as well today as he did in the first innings. With a couple of chances, but he's ridden through those, and 10 fours in that 52. Only 59 balls.
It's a lovely late cut. Saeed will chase, may not get this. Be very close. No, he doesn't. That's a very good shot. Waited till late, straight to the ground. Beautifully executed late.
So Shane Warne continuing. And straight away, it's blazed through the offside field. He tossed that one up a little bit. It was a little wide. And, well, they're simply continuing where they left off. Oh, and not quite off the middle of the bat, but safely way down towards mid-wicket. And so I think he realises that every now and again it's going to turn quite sharply. He's going to have to be a little careful with that delivery that pitches just outside off stump, in and around the rough. Oh, he's had a go at that one, and it's gone all right. Hit a short outside off stump. He loves them there. No third man back there, so really it doesn't matter if it's in the air, doesn't matter where it goes, as long as there's a fair bit of bat on it, and there certainly was that time. There he goes again. Good shot. Well played. Boy, does he like giving them a bit of a touch-up. Anything outside that off stump, he smashes them away.
In the air. Once again, he's picked the gap. Justin Langer does the chasing. Very quick this outfield, and he doesn't get there. Lovely shot again from Saeed Anwar. He's hit a lot of balls through Shane Warne in that area. Try of catch from Shane Warne, but he's very, very strong in that area, Saeed Anwar. Keep bowling out there. He's going to keep hitting 4s out there.
Especially if the ball's pitching this full. Very, very full. It's missed the foot marks. Needs to be a little bit shorter to get into that dark one we can see.
It's going to do it. It's the single, brings up a wonderful 100 for Saeed Anwar.
It's a brilliant innings. They were 208 behind when he came out with Mohammad Wasim. Lost him straight away, then lost Ijaz. And here he is now on 100 out of 185. And beautiful, exciting stroke play.
Wickets in hand, they'll give themselves a chance. Beautiful shot. Off the back foot, he's gone thump. That's what he was doing before he got into the 90s. He's going to continue it when he gets to 100. Look for either way.
Oh, gets through. There's a shout. I think this call may be runs. It'll be interesting to see. Vaughan threw his hands up. Bar, yes, runs. Well, it was an inside edge. Seemed to spin out of the... It's gone for it. Fleming again. Fleming dives again. Yes. Hasn't had a great match in the outfield. He's bowled beautifully, Damien Fleming. He's been to his left or his right. This one crashes into the rope as well. So that'll be... Gone! Yes, that's well bowled. That was the line. That hit the pitch, moved away. Anwar's gone. Australia on top.
Well, it's a very good tactic of McGrath's. We've seen him bowl to Brian Lara in this fashion, around the wicket. And we pointed up earlier in the spell that he's trying to cramp Saeed Anwar, stop him playing those strokes on the offside, and that's the result. Good catch too, because the ball was angling down to Gilchrist's right-hand side and then changed direction. Might almost have been available for Warren to take the catch. That is very well bowled and, more important, very well thought out by Glenn McGrath and Steve Waugh. It's 6 for 2, 2-5.
From the pavilion end, Saeed Anwar immediately off the mark, and a misfield down at fine leg and 4 runs to start the Pakistan chase of a big total. Damien Fleming, the misfielder. Lovely shot. Hit away past the man at bat pad, Justin Langer, through mid-wicket. Long boundary out to mid-wicket, but beautifully timed. Good start for Pakistan. After 2 overs, they are none for 11. And high, wide, and handsome. That is a big hit. 6 runs off a waist-high full toss. And again he goes. So 2 loose deliveries in a row. 4 runs to Anwar. So 10 from 2 balls. Really putting the pressure on Stuart McGill early. Good batting. And he's just taken third step away to put him to short cover, Mark Taylor. And at the outside edge, it wouldn't have been a catch, but it may well have been stopped.
Through that slip cordon.
And again, 4 more. So Fleming's getting the outside edge, but the third step, he's not there. Ball came in and again 4 runs through that first step area. So a very costly move by Mark Taylor to take the third slip out. It's cost at least 8 and possibly 12 runs. Adopted state Tasmania. Oh! No ball and smacked away through point for 4. And the new law that has come in recently from the ICC.
Tucks that one very fine indeed. It'll run away. Delightful. Fine glance.
Go in the air.
In the air over mid-off's head. Courageous shot after lunch. Just what Ramirez was talking about. He struck it well enough to keep it away from Glenn McGrath. Outside edge again for 4. So Mark Waugh in the wars to some extent, ball not coming to him easily, just short and wide again. Outside of the bat again. So the 100 partnership comes up with a boundary through the slip area yet again. So Glenn McGrath looks frustrated, but The partnership is what is frustrating the Australians at the moment. A good partnership of 102.
Driving beautifully to bring up the 150 down the ground. It's a glorious off drive. Runs away for 4. It's 1 for 153. Let's throw him. Gets that one away. He's cut beautifully, placed it beautifully. And a few times Miller's strayed a little bit short, leant back on it, give him enough room, placed it beautifully.
Too short. And another misfield by the Australians. Too short, and he goes for 6 to bring up his 100. Will it go for 6? It does, and he brings up his 100. What a way to bring it up. A long hop from Mark Waugh brings up a century for Saeed Anwar. 2 days in the field, and he has played absolutely brilliantly today. His 7th Test century, and what a way to bring it up.
A very good knock by Saeed Anwar. Pakistan finally getting quite a bit to cheer about.
And again, Anwar goes. Second time, will he get it again? Yes, he does. So consecutive 6s from consecutive balls for Saeed Anwar. One off Mark Warren now. Another one in the same area off the bowling of Stuart McGill. And he is giving the Australian bowlers something to write home about.
Well, that's what I was referring to when I suggested that Stuart McGill should stay round the wicket to both batsmen.
Good line. Then again, beautifully put away by Saeed Anwar. This has been the story of the day so far.
And just trying to stop them from hitting easy boundaries. And that's induced a sweep. So good field placing by Taylor. He's brought the man up on the sweep. He's induced the shot. In fact, he induced the false shot. But Saeed Anwar got away with it and got a boundary.
There's a Pilbara catch behind, and he's gone, driving at it. And Miller has struck. Healy has taken the catch, and Saeed Anwar is out. Splendid innings of 126 to complement his 145. Anwar on his way.
Pressure that was being exerted by the Australians finally paying off. Saeed Anwar trying to square drive that one. Spun it, was nicely held by Healy. Buckner taking his time, but everybody knew he had edged it. Splendid knock, a glorious innings from Saeed Anwar. Back-to-back 100. The second wicket goes down for Pakistan at 256.
This is up in the air, and there's somebody under it. It's Lance Klusner, but it's gone too far. It's 6. It's a good catch in the end, but ball got up in the southeaster and was always going to carry it just over his head.
Got it at least 10 meters in from the boundary, and it looked like it would be dropping straight into his hands, and the southeaster just took it and drifted it further and further away. And Saeed Anwar, well, he's...
Oh, that's a quality shot. Could be another. No, it's hit the fence, hit the seat, so no money changes hands, but what a good stroke that was from Anwar.
In Pakistan conditions, he plays this shot almost effortlessly every over. But in South African conditions, he doesn't get as much chance to play that shot, but you just see when it's in the slot, boy, it's as clean as a whistle. cracks off that bat.
It's going to be a draw to Saeed Anwar. One straight away. Two. The draw drifting down the leg side. Been out of cricket for a while, Ramesh.
3 slips for Saeed Anwar, and beautifully played there by Saeed Anwar. Towards the point reach in 4 runs. Pakistan move on to 8.
उनका टाइमिंग के साथ कदमों का इस्तेमाल करके कवर की जानिब ड्राइव किया है, कम से कम 2 रन के लिए.
Dean Black cut 4 runs. That's the ball he's been waiting for all morning. Plenty of width there for Saeed Anwar.
Absolutely right onto the ball, and then played a beautiful square cut. A beautiful, indeed, a magnificent shot.
उम्दगी से फाइन लेग की जानिब 4 रन के लिए बहुत फाइन लेग की जानिब 4 रन के लिए निकालने में कामयाब हुआ.
Cricket.
That's going to be his 50. Saeed Anwar coming down below us there. It's 4 runs.
खेले और उनका खेले कम से कम 2 रन के लिए सईद अनवर पॉइंट पे जाना. ये इनका इंतजार करते खेले, बड़ा वक्त है इनको ये शॉट खेलने के लिए.
वो तमाम टॉस जीतने की जो उम्मीदें थी ब्लास्ट को कामयाब नहीं हुए.
जिंदगी से खेले. Saeed Anwar has looked very good. Scored very straight. It's always a strong score of the wicket as is shown there again. Late touching McGill. But overall, yes, it's been a disappointing play so far from Pakistan. They have nice loose whips.
Partnership now worth 10 of 23 deliveries. And Saeed now knowing that very few wickets are left, playing these strokes. Initially, he was trying to just let them go past him. And Saeed goes down the pitch and hammers it for a score over mid-on, so that's 4 more to Saeed. He moves on to 81, but the Australians managed to keep him at the non-striker's end.
More runs for Saeed Anwar. Beautifully placed, beautifully timed, 4 runs. Yes, he's in no hurry at all. Sweet. The runs for him, 24 runs. So, Saeed Anwar into the 90s.
And cut by Saeed Anwar, and he'll get at least 3, if not a 4. Will he come back for the third? Mushtaq going for the third, and the throw comes in, and he is safe. And he sweeps, he's going past the first one. Will he come back for the second? Yes, he is. And that is a well-deserved 100 for Saeed Anwar. A very, very fine 100. And if there was a time when Pakistan needed this 100, it was today.
Well, indeed, he has really salvaged Pakistan's position, which at one time looked almost dreary. Because this man galloped off, very aggressive, and again at the same time, very, very fast. It is a very fine blend of aggression and defense.
So plenty of runs there for Saeed Anwar. If he doesn't get to the ropes, I'm sure he goes for the third one. Yes, he does. He moves on to 105 in Pakistan, on to 206 now for 8. hurries up, but no, the start is a little slow in taking off. Very fine shot there by Saeed Anwar. That will be 4. Had that room to cut and cut extremely well. He moves on to 112 from Pakistan's 217 for 8.
Oh! Pulled around the corner. You get 2.
And with Steve also over at 82, and there is the signal from umpire Peter Willie. They've just taken the new ball. Well, he just has one slip, and Taylor is standing the slip all by himself, the man at gully. And the first delivery with the new ball, dispatched beautifully by Saeed Anwar for score to the square leg boundary. Ball over pitched him, just lean into it, and with the turn of his wrist, he flicked it towards square leg. It's 4 to Saeed Anwar. He moves on to 127 with 11 fours, and Pakistan on to 246.
Well, a very fine shot. It was a good leg delivery. So that it was not a bad delivery, but it is because Saeed was seeing the ball well. He saw it fairly quickly, and just sort of flick of the wrist, he's played.
It's been a very good holding. One is quick and the other is orthodox off spin. This is tough. Plenty of space to wait for him. That's going to be 4 runs. Although the outfield is very slow and it's just been cut off. It's been noticeable. This used to be a lightning fast outfield.
So played by Pakistanis yesterday, and
that's a fine shot. He finds the gap to cover an extra cover. There's a chase there. It's not going to carry. Again, slow outfield. They get 3.
So 45 साल पे खेल रहे हैं.
Cap.
ये देखें सीधा पैर थे और कैच करने की कोशिश. और सईद अनवर फॉरवर्ड शॉट लेग की पोजीशन पर गेंद को रोकते हुए कैच आउट हो गए हैं. गेंद लिफ्ट भी किया और थोड़ा सा स्पिन हुआ और टॉप ऑफ द ग्लव्स और हैंडल के करीब से लगकर एक आसान कैच और लग के ऊपर ये देखें आसान डिसीजन अंपायर के लिए करना. पीटर विली जो इंग्लैंड और नॉर्थहैम्पटन से खेलते रहे हैं, एक आसान डिसीजन उनके लिए और एक बहुत ही अच्छी इनिंग सईद अनवर की जो कि हमेशा याद रहेगी इस ग्राउंड पर और ऐसे वक्त पर जब पाकिस्तान को बहुत मुश्किलात थी. 81 पर 5 खिलाड़ी आउट थे और उसके बाद 147 रन पर 8 खिलाड़ी आउट. लेकिन
Afridi not joining his regular partner Saeed Anwar. Wasti is the man with Anwar. That's a wide, and they'll go all the way. 4 wide signal. Mungia had absolutely no chance. Edged and dropped.
Now that is just the kind of reprieve that Saeed Anwar needs at this time of his career. He's struggling on this series. A perfect delivery, angled away. The outside edge. Just got that little 1 inch away further than Azhar expected. But then this must go down as a regulation slip catch, Ravi.
This time he finds the gap. And that will be a boundary. Drives well. That's Saeed Anwar. That's the Saeed Anwar the Indians know.
There is a third man, but he's hit it fine. It's not good looking shot that when you're playing the first ball of the next day.
And nicely played on the onside. That'll be 4. And the longer he stays at the crease, the better he looks, Saeed Anwar.
Saeed is moving his feet well today. This is his speciality. There's that shot really well.
A very enthusiastic young crowd. They all come with their banners. Again, nicely turned around the corner. He'll look for two this time, and he'll get it. He's always on the lookout for two, Saeed, especially when you saw him, the way he ran that first run.
Well, Saeed will take every opportunity to get an extra run against his name. And this was good, positive running by the left-hander. Srinath just struggled a little bit to get rid of the ball quickly. And also the throw was wayward.
Some more runs here, chase for Prasad. And this will be another boundary. Real teaser for Prasad. It's a boundary to end the over. 62 for 1.
First ball after the Brinks break. He's gone for the big hit. Saeed Anwar didn't quite time it. His heart must have been in his mouth because it went way up in the air.
Yes, the Indian leg spinner nearly had him there. It was a near miscue. Could have gone anywhere. But fortunately for him, there was a lot of wood behind it to just take it over the mid-on and mid-off fielders.
Swept very fine. Good work that by Satgopan Ramesh. Applause from the bowler. Goes for the big hit. He's timed it. It's a 6.
And brings up his 50 as well. And it's an important innings for Saeed Anwar, his 19th in Test cricket.
There he is going for the big hit. Good footwork there. What a fine way to bring up his half century by Saeed Anwar. Very confident looking shot that.
Well, it's signal 6 now. So officially, it's a 6 now.
Oh, he's put that one away. He picked the length up quickly, Saeed Anwar, and put it away in style.
Well, Saeed is getting his confidence back. A little bit short, but picked up beautifully and hit really hard. Timed it very well for a 4.
Oh, that's delicately played. That's a very good shot. He's got the placement absolutely right. Another boundary for Saeed Anwar.
Well, a little bit short, but very nicely played by Saeed Anwar. Watching the ball till the last moment. Useful runs for Pakistan.
Oh, that's handsomely played. That's another boundary. He had so much of time to play it, Saeed Anwar there.
This is the Saeed Anwar we have been watching. Beautiful shot. Perfectly timed and position.
And he's really given this some clap. That's up in the air and pass point. That'll be another boundary. He had to reach out for that one, Saeed Anwar.
Well, Saeed Anwar is getting a bit adventurous. Upish outside the off stump. He has to be very careful. The job is not finished yet. He has to control his shot. Well, good attempt from him.
In the air, just away from Harbhajan Singh. Might just go all the way. Not a great sprinter is Harbhajan. Tough luck for the young Sikh. 4 more to Saeed Anwar.
This was uppish, but was timed nicely. He's very strong in that area through mid-on and mid-wicket. Saeed Anwar. It was a valiant effort in the end, but of no use. Harbhajan
open. Lofts well. Safely done. Picks up another 4. Saeed Anwar played with the angle. 4 good runs to Saeed Anwar.
This is a good positive hit from Saeed Anwar. Had the area in mind, had the field in mind, nicely did it in the end.
Should get 2. So those 2 runs means the lead now is over 100. This telecast going out all over Asia in Star Sports. And a chase for Dravid. This is going to be a teaser, but the ball will win. Just drifting outside the leg stump there, Harbhajan.
Well, that's the wrong line for Harbhajan. He was bowling well. It was just on the leg side, and I think he's spraying a bit. He has to bowl on the offside.
And that's another good late cut. This should be another boundary. So Anwar moves on to 97 here, and Harbhajan just proving to be a little expensive.
That was a beautiful shot, sweetly timed. Just watch the timing, placing it, rolling down the ground. Once again, beautifully timed for 4.
Driven nicely, but can't find the gap. And he wants the single, he'll get it. It's been a superb fighting innings by the exciting left-hander from Pakistan. His first 100 against the Indians. And his team rise up as one to salute him.
Superb inning by Saeed Anwar. But he must keep his in mind that he still have to go a long way. And it's not over yet. A great inning by him. I'm sure he's going to remember it throughout his life. It was a inning he played when Pakistan was really in deep trouble.
That's a lovely shot. Such a good player in that area. That is just another boundary.
That was a great shot by Saeed Anwar. Perfectly timed. Roll of the wrist for 4.
It's a cracking shot. There's a fielder there, so he'll just get 1 for that. Does play that shot extremely well, Saeed Anwar. Just couldn't get the gap that he needed.
Yes, quickly across to that one, playing it down. Good roll of the wrist. There's a fielder there, deep square leg. There you see him beautifully timing that one.
Pulls it. Just doesn't get hold of it. And luckily for him, is that could have easily gone to Venkatesh Prasad in the deep.
Well, he wouldn't be too happy with this shot. There's a huge gap for that ball to go in the place he wanted it to, but hit it straight down the fieldsman there, square leg, Anil Kumble.
That's a great shot. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, and it goes all the way. Gave him the charge this time, Saeed Anwar. Used his feet well. And really, he's in good form now. Picked up the flight early. And does play that shot extremely well.
Kumble rolling round the wicket. Good shot by Zimbabwe.
Good looking cover drive. A superb piece of fielding by the skipper. Great effort. I think he must be under tremendous pressure, but still he managed to dive and stop it with his one hand.
Just wide of that mid-wicket fielder. That'll be 4. Didn't time it as well as he would have liked. Wasn't far away from that man at mid-wicket.
Not one of his best shots, but uppish. In the end, it was safe. 2-3 yards away from the fielder for 4. But I still believe Saeed Anwar should try and play as straight as possible.
Ganguly was the fielder on that occasion. Oh, he's played this shot very well. See how late he plays it, and he's used Kumble's pace to get another boundary. So consecutive boundaries here for Saeed Anwar.
Once again, Saeed Anwar playing his favourite shot there, off the back foot and angling the bat towards the third man.
Saeed Anwar really went after that one. He wanted to hit it straight back past Mungia.
Well, this is what happened when an irregular bowler starts bowling.
You have to hurry here, and he gets home comfortably.
Well, that was a bit too much before tea. Saeed Anwar taking a chance for the second run, and Yusuf Yohana a bit late, but safe home.
Some more runs here. Should pick up another couple. Pakistan across the 200-run mark. So that's another psychological victory for the dressing room.
Oh, this is very nicely played. Playing it very late, using the turn. This is an exquisite boundary.
This was beautifully placed. He knew where the fielder was, played it late, opened the face and casually got away to a lovely boundary. Just waited there. Look at that, standing and just delivering there.
He's greeted by a terrific cover drive by Saeed Anwar. Good save there on the boundary. Opened the face of the bat at the last moment, Saeed Anwar.
Yes, so very easily done by Saeed. Good wrist work also there in that shot.
He's cut it over the infield, although there was a third man. That's a brave shot.
And it was almost a 6, Sunil, when one bounced to the boundary, shot outside the off stump, and he took a chance over the head. And one bounce into the fence.
Harbutton will not be able to cut that off. It's another boundary. That's how he's got a lot of runs, using the extra pace of the new ball bowlers, nudging it around for runs over there.
Well, this time playing it a little more finer, and there is no chance for the final leg fielder to stop that. Timing it very well.
Azharuddin ensuring the run was saved there.
Well, that's a brilliant stop, Azhar. Still very agile in the field.
Oh, that was a good delivery.
Changing the angle to Saeed Anwar. Coming round the wicket.
Oh, lovely timing. That'll split the two fielders in the deep. That was just pushed by Saeed Anwar. That raced to the backward of point fence.
Well, this was classic. Beautiful timing, opening up the face of the bat. Nice clean strike there, helping himself up to the boundary there, using the pace of the ball. Saeed Anwar, just a little push in the end to guide it where he wanted it.
Terrific timing, real optimum timing there. Met the ball right under the eyes. 174 he's moved on to. This one he manages to keep down. It was a good bouncer from Srinath, a high one. So the three.
Oh, that really is poor fielding. Again, the timing was so good that the fielder was really going to be tested all the time.
It's a beautiful shot. Very well timed. And a little bit of patchy work by Prasad. Every run count now.
Looks to pull it, doesn't quite get hold of it. But in the gap, I think that was important. Didn't really middle it, but he found the middle of the gap there.
Well, that's why I think Sanjay, he must stay there as long as possible. Shot, and he pulled it. Timed it so well between deep square leg and mid-wicket.
And this time he plays the uppercut. An upper glide, I should say. Well, new shots being invented here. And Miada getting into action here now.
Well, I totally agree with Javed Mehta. He's not supposed to play a shot like that. You know there is a third man. And he just tapped it towards the third man. Well, still not many runs for Pakistan. He just placed it. Look at them. See, he's angry. I totally agree with Javed.
And it's bowled in. Got a taste of his own medicine there, Shoaib Akhtar. Srinath finishing with 8 wickets. It's been a magical spell by the Indian speedster. And what a ball to get his 8th wicket. And Anwar, well, carries it back through. Has a record in his name. He's not going to be too excited with it. Just expected more from his teammates here.
Great spell by Srinath. Without any doubt, magic.
Well, Saeed Anwar's got to have mixed feelings about that. 188 not out, that's the best individual score at Eden Gardens, but he's got to be dreadfully disappointed. They were 262 for 4 and cruising along before Johanna was surprised by that Srinath bouncer.
Saeed Anwar will take the first ball. He's opening with Aamir Sohail, restored to the rudest of rude health after missing the Headingley Test match. Keep wicket and open the batting for India in a couple of their 3 Test matches. That's past Gully and has raced away for 4 down to third man. It's 9 for no wicket. Angled away down to third man. There's no fielder on the boundary. That'll be 4, Anwar's second boundary. That'll be 4 more. And the ball probably get wet again down there. Be 4 more. Anything wide is getting the treatment from these two openers.
And that area at third man has become so productive. Ian Botham, who's alongside me, that one has to say Michael Atherton needs to fill it. That's a good stroke. Really is a good stroke too. Saeed Anwar just let the bat flow through the line of the ball. Didn't bother with his footwork too much and picks up 4 for it. Pretty good stroke. In fact, it's astonishing timing, really, because it's nothing more than a back foot punch.
And that's chopped away very fine. Could have been a chance. But it's 4 runs in the end, through slip. Stumped away, over mid-wicket for 4. That's 50 for Saeed Anwar. Really competent and confident knock from the left-handed Pakistan opener.
That sort of flight, which on that occasion has gone for 4. He doesn't want to worry about that. He's overpitched it by a fraction.
Well played, he's waited for that. And he's got 4. Saeed Anwar beating Lewis. But you don't want to be discouraged by that as the bowler. That's not bad cricket at all.
A brilliant stroke, that's all that is. Because Anwar has been reaching.
But not by bowling short and wide outside off stump. 4 more.
Well, that's a shocking delivery. And there are problems here for Atherton. This is the 3rd boundary of the over. He had to take Salisbury out of the attack because he was too expensive. And now it looks so he's going to have to do the same with Chris Lewis.
It's a magnificent shot. He's kept his eyes on that and rolls his wrist on it. And excellent shot.
It's a big area for Anwar, and I can tell you that anything outside off stump that's remotely out of length is going to be hammered for 4. It's a beautiful stroke. That is an absolutely superb stroke. Anwar's wonderful late use of the wrists. Just waits for the ball, opens the face and picks his spot. And Anwar has just crashed it away. He doesn't want to fiddle around anymore. He goes to a very, very good Test match 100 indeed, and a thoroughly entertaining one, full of strokes all around the wicket.
He really has entertained the crowd. And what a lovely delivery to get to go to your 100. Cool toss outside leg stump, no deep square leg. Thank you very much.
All the way to the boundary.
That's short and wide and hammered away for 4. You had to wait for that.
Again, there goes the productive area of the 3rd man. And the tactic of Michael Atherton hasn't worked again.
Wonderful stroke. First boundary of the morning. And the 250 comes up for Pakistan.
And he begins with a full toss that releases some of the pressure on Saeed Anwar. Short and cut away very fine. That's a clever stroke. Very difficult to get the blade as open as that. It's a difficult start for Salisbury, 4-2-4, and Michael Atherton is jogging over to have a word with him.
Well, it's just short and wide again. There's not much more you can say. Saeed Anwar has shown throughout this series.
Croft and Mullally. I'd very much like to see Cork given a go soon this morning. Well, that ball spun on Michael Atherton. Going across all those old footholds. As he moved to his left, it swerved back on him the other way. And good a chase as that is from... Here comes Lewis. And drifts to one of the other strong areas for Saeed Anwar.
Well, that's a glorious shot from Saeed Anwar. He moves on to 162, and Pakistan are 305 for 2 this season. That's blistered away through extra cover for 4 all along the ground. A shot of the highest quality from Saeed Anwar.
It was the most extraordinary storm. It came from nowhere. The players left the field in sunshine, and within 3 or 4 minutes, this is the work the groundsmen were having to do. Reasonably, they weren't at all prepared for the amount of rain. It wasn't just a drizzly shower. It was a torrential downpour that bordered on hail even. And that's another wonderful stroke. Croft has been tested, and this time he isn't quite up to the task, though it was another excellent effort from the Glamorgan player. The fact is that Anwar's timing is near perfect.
Absolutely superb timing, and Croft had no chance of stopping this. He's hit this too well, and Croft has dived in vain here and nearly pulled off a magnificent stop.
Oh, that's in the air and out as well, surely. Croft takes the catch, and for the second time the bouncer works in just 4 balls. Cork this time does the damage, and Saeed Anwar's marvellous innings comes to a close.
This is a good bouncer, and I was just saying before that, the bouncer should be allowed, and this is hit high on the bat, and there's no price of Croft doing that, and this is a very good bouncer.
Marvellous applause all around the ground for that fine innings. He's gone for 176. Score is 334 for 4.
Oh, good shot. He's hit that beautifully all the way. Yes, 6. Lovely shot, slightly offline, slightly overpitched. And Saeed Anwar was onto it in a flash, right off the middle of the bat.
What a hit. Beautifully stroked 6. Saeed Anwar is really powerful through that area of square leg and mid-wicket. They're picking it up from middle and off stump and helping himself to a great 6. Good wrist work, getting to the pitch of the delivery. It's just a little away from him so that he could get a little bit of elevation.
Good shot. He's hit that one very hard. Smashed it away down to the boundary at backward point. Right, well, that's brought the Pakistanis out of their seat. Lovely shot. Just a little short, mind you.
Saeed Anwar picking up the length quickly here, rocking back on the back foot and giving it his full might. Placed it nicely as well. This is a cracking stroke off the back foot. A half cut, half drive, and finding the gap. You see the back coming down nicely on the ball and finding the gap.
Oh, shot. Well, he's nearly taken that short extra cover you heard Ramiz talking about a little while ago to the boundary with him. And the Pakistan flag certainly flying now. That is a lovely shot. 48 for none. 47 for none.
Lovely stroke from Saeed Anwar, giving it the full. He knew that the fielder was in place for an uppish drive, but he gave it his full might. And Shervin Campbell had no chance whatsoever of stopping that one.
Well, that's in the air. This is going to be 6 all the way. Yes, all the way. Big one. Very well played. Anwar's a good player. That 6 takes him to 48, and it was effortlessly played away.
You've got to feel sorry for Curtly Ambrose. It was a real loosener. He's come back for a second spell. He's obviously a little bit stiff. He bowled his just about his whole 10 yesterday, and he's come back and been greeted by this. Just picked it up and helped it on its way. Right off the middle, beautifully timed. Plays that shot so well.
And again away on the onside. They've got 2 fieldsmen back there. That'll now change. That's well played. That's a very well played half century. We've seen 2 so far in Sharjah in this tournament, and well, that's the best one so far, no doubt about that. And the Pakistanis, quite a lot of them who've come to watch today, have enjoyed every single one of them.
There he goes over the top, and it's a long way. Don't worry about that one. That's a biggie. 6 runs.
Oh yes, they love it. That kangaroo lookalike is jumping around down there, and this is what they like to see. Nice big 6s. Anything off the middle of the bat, right off the toe it was, and whack, have a look at that. He meant that to go a long way, and it did.
I think he'd made up his mind he was going down the wicket, and that has gone a long way on the rooftops.
Yes, that's the biggest 6 of the tournament so far. And there's another one. There's a fieldsman down there. This might be out, or will it be over? Over. Well, just for a second I thought it may well end up in the hands of the fieldsman down at square leg. Not to be.
He's been punished, Jimmy Adams, and it wasn't all that bad a delivery. He realised he was there too soon. Anwar.
Oh, and that's a slow one too, and it's also been smashed away to the boundary for 4. Yes, he's not happy with that one. It was slower ball, and a beautiful bit of adjustment there by the batsman.
Picked it straight away. He's watching it now. He fielded him the first time round, and there was a wry smile between the two, but now Saeed Anwar really can't pick it, and he picked it early, waited for it, picked his spot. So often you fool the batsman with that slower delivery, but he's watching the arm and the hand so carefully, he's made the adjustment.
Just to continue, outside edge, no man protecting the area there, so it'll go all the way to the fence. And that's the vagaries of one-day cricket. A good delivery, and the outside edge, 4 runs. Better shot, and same result. What a shot. What a cut shot. It just went really quickly, right off the middle of the bat.
We saw one cracking square cut this morning by Romesh Kaluvithana. That was the right-hander playing the square cut. And have a look at this left-hander playing a similar square cut. Went like a bullet.
And the full toss has gone for 4. Bad delivery from Arnold. Leg side, full toss. And that is the highest opening stand of this tournament so far.
Very fine indeed, and beats the fielder. Consecutive boundaries. One off the last ball of the previous over for Imran Nazir, and now... Well, that's gone through the keeper. He may just have got some bat on it. It's going on there so quickly that he obviously did. So a couple of boundaries off sweep shots. The second one just getting the bottom edge of the bat up in the high 30s. There's the 50 for Saeed Anwar. And exactly half of the Pakistan score. They raise their 100, he raises his 50. He's been there many, many times before. End of the over, 22 gone, 100 for 1.
Try and get the batsman to play a fall shot.
Got under that. One bounce 4. It's square of the man. Zoyser out there.
Strike rate of 71.4. Not as high as Saeed Anwar normally has.
No one at deep extra cover. He's got it through. Run away for another 4 for Saeed Anwar. Slip now put in for Saeed Anwar. And that's a fine blow down the ground. Disdainfully struck.
The 9th boundary for Saeed Anwar.
Beats the fielder and goes to that third man boundary where so many 4s have been scored in the tournament so far. Jayawardene diving to his right and diving over the ball. And there's that sweep shot which has got so many runs for Saeed Anwar and gets 4 more. Carries him to 84, so another 100 for Saeed Anwar in sight here. And Zoyser bowls a bouncer and is hooked away for 4 and a no ball as well because it's over the level of the shoulder, so it counts for 5.
And that's a 6. What a way to bring up your 100. What a way to go past Desmond Haynes and become the second in the all-time list of century makers in one-day internationals behind Tendulkar. Congratulations even by the umpire. Well played at Saeed Anwar. He finished on 105. Johanna on 42.
Well, no messing. Once everybody was up in the circle, Saeed Anwar had enough of the blocking.
Now, well, Sohail is a great player. He really is a good player. That's a very, very difficult shot to play. It wasn't a particularly bad ball, but the angle was going towards leg stump. And with a flick of the wrist, one bounce into the boundary.
Yes, it's a breathtaking shot, this one. As you said, not a bad delivery at all. Pretty good length. Because if he did make a mistake, it was just angling it in. He'd been bowling on off stump before. That one was probably on middle, and just with a minimum of effort, it's come right off the middle. Hardly any swing of the bat, just a flick of the wrist. Immediately we get the field change.
Well, that is frustrating for the bowler. He bowled a good over. That'll be 4 runs. If you keep sliding on the leg stump, it's only going to be a matter of time before this man puts you away.
Yes, he really has given him a few practice runs at it. He's got the behind square. He's only given away a single, but on that occasion it's even wider and he's managed to get it finer. No fine leg, of course. There's 2 men in catching positions, one at short mid wicket, the other at leg slip. You can see this one just drifting away down the leg side. Saeed Anwar, he won't miss too many of those. So again, the difficulty. 5 men on the offside. Pretty well placed to bowl it there.
That's a better run. Look at that shot and timing.
That's a wonderful shot. Nothing wrong with the delivery. In fact, that's where he should be bowling. This man is just timing it so well. No real power into the shot. You just see the hands go through. Where's the gap? And he just angles it into that gap. Nothing wrong with that delivery. It's just quality batting.
Scored off every ball so far.
It's a wonderful piece of willow.
Nice relaxed stance as well. Beautifully balanced. Sidhu can't stop that. This is a big over for Pakistan. 14 runs coming. 85 for 2.
Saeed Anwar looking for the second, but Ijaz not interested.
And the beauty about his batting is that he has got all the shots in the book. Very wristy player. Shot, I tell you. And we got up his 50. Very difficult man to contain because of the kind of shots and the array of shots he has. So far in this knock, there has not been an element of slogging. It's all been good cricketing shots. That's a beautiful shot. Can't get more delicate than that. Just going on to show what a wide array of shots he has, Saeed Anwar. He's played some lovely drives on the offside, some lovely shots of the back foot, and this is deft touch for you.
And the things will look a lot better for India. That was a beautiful shot there by Saeed Anwar, who's playing extremely well. He really batting very sensible. You can see there, the fielder there got his hand onto it, but wasn't able to pull it back, and the ball just hit in the road. That is some very sensible batting here by these two Pakistani batsmen. Certainly realizing that the Indian bowlers have certainly bowled a little bit better, but they're still picking up 4 or 5 runs per over. And once they keep doing that, I mean, a lot would depend on the Indian opening batsman. Tendulkar, a lot will be depending on him. He will have to play well against. He plays that shot very well, picks his gap, and you can see the way he rolled his wrist over on that one and hit it in the open spaces there. Beautiful player, as you can see. Right on top of it, rolling the face of the bat over to keep the ball on the ground and to give it direction. This one, beautifully played.
And that could be 4 more. And there it is. 1500 for Saeed Anwar. And he's played supremely well. They've dropped at 46. But other than that, has played very well for his 100. 15th in one-day internationals in just 38 overs. So Saeed Anwar against Australia, 1 against Zimbabwe and 3 against India. So consistent 111 balls, 12 fours. Superb knock.
His strike rate has been pretty good, and look at that partnership.
Hit it many a mile. You said it, Greg. That's easily one of the biggest hits of the tournament. Was that in the slot or what? He came down the track. He wasn't to the pitch of the ball, so he decided to free his arms, and that ball went a long way over the boundary line.
That hit takes this partnership over. Anwar makes room again. Wonderful batting. 8 runs from the over. 248 for 2. 249. Down Australia or anyone. The selectors need to recognise
Tendulkar as the captain of the Indian team. Saying his inexperience, for the moment he just doesn't have an answer for the batsmanship of Saeed Anwar.
From my experience and having seen the Indian team play quite a bit in the last 12 months, I would have thought this squad is probably missing 4 very good players. Prasad, a good fielder, but they've got to take the chances when they come. It's under pressure that you judge a fielder.
awesome form this man is in. Not an easy shot to play, but he just stood there and smashed it over the offside field. Can't get more majestic than that. This is turning out to be another good over for Pakistan.
He's on his way. Oh, and Saeed is a little bit loose first ball. And here's the first runs of the Pakistani innings. Good looking shot away behind square. And a long run round there. De Gruen. No ball called as well, just to add to the complications. Oh, there was a cry of catch it, but I think it's a little wide as it runs away down for 4. Another LBW appeal, and again turned down. That would have had to be pretty close.
Yeah, live it looked like a good shout. Let's see though. He gets in close. Didn't straighten enough. And Harold would tell you the angle has to be closed down. And that one's pitched on, but it's not straightened enough to close the angle and is missing off stump.
Nicely driven, beautifully played. Rutherford has the chase, and it looks like the ball could win the race. Yes, it does. 4 runs.
Well, Saeed Anwar goes for it, and he hits it pretty well. He kept it down and hit it directly square of the wicket, and he gets another boundary. That's his 5th, and he goes to 29.
And he has scored now. Nice push down through mid-on. Rutherford has the chase. The outfield is very quick, and the ball should win the race. That's a lovely shot by Saeed Anwar. Nicely pushed away through the covers. Rutherford has the chase. It looks to be well timed once more and heading to the boundary. 4 more.
And Saeed Anwar goes for that one. It was short, and he kept it down very well. And he's going to hit it through mid-wicket. Pocock can chase it, but eventually he has to give it away. And Saeed Anwar played that very strongly through the onside. And you can see a wagon wheel from combined ends. He's got scores all round the boundary, and he's hit that one pretty well through mid-wicket. Now that's beautifully timed, and once again Pocock's chase is going to be in vain. And a very good shot from Saeed Anwar. 75 for 2 now, so 100 runs the difference between the two teams. And now he's looking for his first 50, and he's going to get it too, Saeed Anwar. He's hit that beautifully, and he's gone to 50. In fact, the boundary will take him to 52, and that's a very good innings from Saeed Anwar.
Left arm spinner. Well, he's cracked that one, and it's over the top of mid-on, is it? Went a little higher than maybe he hoped, but he's got 4 anyway, so he's attacked hard from the outset. Oh, this is in the air. He should be out. Oh, it's just over the head of mid-off. Well, that was a miscue. They're going to come back for 2, but no, they're not even going to do that. They were so concerned about the shot, but very lucky to get away with it. Saeed Anwar. End of the over, 109 for 2. This is in the air too, and he might be lucky. Pocock coming round. And once again, a false shot played by the batsman, and he's got away with it.
Well, it's a lovely shot from Saeed Anwar. And once again, Morrison making a lot of ground to prevent the ball from going through, but he timed it beautifully. The last ball before lunch, the 4th session of this test match. And Anwar's onto the back foot. He sees the chance for getting runs before lunch, and he's going to take them. He'll end up with a boundary, and that takes his score to 81, and it takes Pakistan to 148 for 2.
That's a little wayward, and it's severely punished. Away to backward point for 4. Short and wide, dispatched. Nicely timed shot, and oh, it's gone straight through this time, and it's going to the fence for 4 runs. Played very freely through the covers. Great batch to chase, but I think he can give it away. It's starting to slow, but it just makes it. The
batsmen have had a little chat, looking for that elusive one run. Saeed Anwar. Yes, he's got it too. It's a way backward a point, and Saeed Anwar has his first Test century.
Yes, the field coming in a little closer meant that if he was able to play it firmly, there was every chance that he would get it by that inner ring, and he did so. So his maiden Test century.
And Hart is driven quietly down the ground. There is a man stationed at long on. They've just brought up the 150.
Right hand. Driving. And he's got it through. That will run all the way for 4. Well timed indeed. Good looking shot here. Big chase for Danny Morrison, and he can't overhaul it. And that looked like a regulation push, and suddenly it's gone to the fence.
And he's conceded 43.
Gave that a fair bit of air, and that's a false shot, which will get 4 runs.
So it's not always a fair game for the bowler. A good ball and a streaky shot results in 4 runs.
For Pakistan.
It's in the air, and it's going to be safe, though. It's going to go all the way down to the third-man boundary. So he certainly gave that a bit of a flick, but he was lucky enough to get the ball aerially, but in the gap. Lovely shot, and here he goes again, and he's through the point boundary, and they can give that away. That's another boundary, the second consecutive 4 to Saeed Anwar, and he's 147 not out, and that's the 250 for Pakistan. 250 for 3 in reply to New Zealand, 175, and these guys are looking dangerous. He's turning it fine. He's going to get his 150, and he's going to get it very easily, just coming back for the second. So Saeed Anwar doesn't know when to stop. He went to 100, he settled in, and now he's gone to 150, and he's taken 3 of them have gone for 4. And they've been all around the paddock, and that's another one that's going to be hit well enough to give him a couple anyway. They might come back for the third as Dill gets it inside the boundary. Well, that's hit over mid-on, and that's hit in the air, but it's hit so well that there's no thought of a catcher getting there. And he's just taking them to all parts of the ground now. He must be seeing the ball like a slow balloon.
Forcing away on the onside, a shot he really favours and does very well. Well, that's very short. He's hooked it away. He's got hold of it reasonably well, considering it's going to run away for 4. But he didn't look in total control there. And a good-looking shot through the onside. This is all timing, really. And certainly 2. They may consider 3. Oh, there could be a run out. And yes, he's run out. Saeed Anwar was sent back by the skipper, Salim Malik. And Pakistan have lost a wicket. The century maker is run out.
Well, this is total confusion and a very sad end to a great innings from Saeed Anwar. It's a case of really not knowing what your partner's up to, and both of them were guilty of watching the ball rather than what each other was doing. At no stage was Malik interested in the third run. Saeed Anwar always thought it was on, and he was the one that was sent back, and in the end, only just in the frame. Well gone. But what a fine innings and a generous round of applause. A breakthrough for New Zealand at last, 290 for 4.
This is Pakistan. It is going to be an absolute beauty. If we look at status, Sanjay Mandraker and also Ramiz Raja. The 2 teams are out there already, but this is unique. The 2 captain first ball, if he doesn't drop his bat too often. He's very, very experienced. 246 games he's played. Over 8,500 runs and a terrific average and a strike rate of 80.
Zahir Khan quite focused out there. He'll bowl the first delivery of this game. Plays the call from the umpire. No ball, Pakistan off the mark. Nice drive. That's a solid blow. And that'll be first 4 for Pakistan, courtesy Tawfiq Umar. Smashing shot. That was hit with massive power. Good timing. Late cut. Amazing shot. That's gone away. What a shot from Saeed Anwar. He really played that one.
Well played, nice and straight. That's a good shot. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Bad on ball. Good timing. The outfield is just a little bit on the slow side. It's going to make it though. Right.
Beautifully played once again. Hitting the ball in the up and getting the ball in the right area. Beautiful start from...
Has had his timber disturbed. That is a huge wicket. That's the 23-year-old. Short ball, he's gone for it, he's hit it beautifully. That is a very, very good shot. Just the one bouncing over the rope. Gee, he picked that up quickly.
Like you said, Hazy, that was a brilliant stroke.
A few more than that, I think. Shot. Great shot. Very, very well played by Saeed Anwar. Slightly overpitched that time, and it got the treatment.
Good stroke. Square of the wicket. Excellent shot from Abdul Razak. Good shot. That'll run away for 4. Excellent stroke. And irritating for the bowler because it was the last ball of the over. 80 for 1.
And that's a brilliant catch. Out of the blue, Rahul Dravid has taken a stunner. Well, the photograph that you see was taken much behind the stumps. Gone over the top. First ball that is faced. One bounce and then trickles onto the boundary rope. You said about an embarrassing record, 10 runs before innings. Or there could be a run out here. Good throw and he's gone. The finger goes up. And yet again, we see Inzamamul Haq being run out. He would be devastated. The Indians are ecstatic, so are the supporters. And the 3rd wicket down for Pakistan. Disaster is the word. Saeed Anwar playing the ball, he was on the move, and Inzamamul Haq calling for a run. That was his call. And Saeed Anwar not maybe used to coming into this situation. That should be 4. Hit well enough, and that will bring up Saeed Anwar's 50. He's been quite superb this morning. And 100 for Pakistan as well. Just to make as fine as that. Anil Kumble will have his work cut out. He's done well there. Johanna calls for the second. Throw goes at the bowler's end. Great trigger all around. Clever stroke.
Well played, nice and fine. Third man has got some work to do. He's not going to get there. That is very well played. Anil Kumble it was. He couldn't get across, but a fine shot to finish the over, get things back on track for Pakistan.
This is soon enough. Beautiful shot. But out. Clipped off his pads, and just as Ramiz and I were... He's had to wait for that. He's got the toe end of the bat on it. Mira will haul it in. And not before they've run 3. And Yunus Khan did most of that. Pushing Saeed Anwar now. It's important, surely, Ramiz, that... There it is. His 20th one-day international century, and I guess if you're going to get 100, get 100 against India in an atmosphere such as this.
Lovely yorker from Ashish Nehra. Indians were looking for a breakthrough, and they've got it for 195.
Right, well, Saeed Anwar, one of the best players, one of the best openers in world cricket. 31 years of age, 48 test matches. Look at that average.
And getting into the action straight away, Saeed Anwar. This will go away to the boundary on the bounce. In fact, it has gone all the way. So 6 to Saeed Anwar. Really getting into his stride there. Beautifully picked up.
Straight away on the offensive side, Anwar down the wicket and attacking the new bowler. Really went down there, right under that one.
Saeed Anwar.
Oh, that's a cracking shot from Saeed Anwar. A nice way to bring up his half-century.
Well, a trademark shot from Saeed Anwar. The ball's really not that short. He's gone back and he's played it underneath his eyes and he's put it away. It's pretty full. It's just...
And that one driven away on the offside, and oh, it's beaten him. Well, that was a little different. You don't often see the ball driven. It looked almost as if it was straight to Jayasuriya there, and it must have taken a deviation and gone off in another direction, because he was all over the place. Let's have a look at it. It was certainly firmly driven.
That was superbly struck. The timing was fine. It caught Sanat Jayasuriya on the wrong foot.
Well, that's a good shot. That's for caress through the offside and away to the wide mid-off boundary for 4. Muralidharan fielding a bit off there. He had no chance of getting onto that one. That was lovely timing.
It's a little bit of air, and then Saeed Anwar. He's been so very good on the timing. He just eases into it. Muralidharan just ambling across. No chance at all.
That's swept fine. Very controlled shot. That'll reach the boundary.
Muralidharan coming round the wicket to maybe look to push the ball on the off stump, the rough that has been developed. But Saeed Anwar just moving his front foot to the off stump, creating that sweep shot. Very good stroke. Roll of the wrist and playing it fine. That's a beautiful drive. Sanat Jayasuriya was just a little deep in that cover position, but it will go all the way. That's a lovely cover drive by Saeed Anwar.
Indeed, a real beauty by Saeed Anwar. Just got to the pitch of it and whipped it on that offside. Just leaving the fielder standing. In fact, Sanat Jayasuriya in vain pursuit. Onto the pitch of it, and just see the timing. It was perfectly struck into the gap. And Jayasuriya just his Mamul Haq. He certainly is on fire.
And this will give him his 100. The 10th of his career and 2nd versus Sri Lanka. Being applauded by the roommate, in fact by the entire Pakistan dressing room. What an innings this has been. His previous best has been 136 against Sri Lanka, which is at Colombo.
What a fine innings that has been. Playing for his side, batting right throughout, just holding the batting together. He realized how important it is for him to be around, and he's played that role superbly well. On.
And Saeed Anwar taking the aerial route and 6. That's a lovely hit. Playing with the spin. There was a mid-wicket, a straightish mid-wicket in place for Saeed Anwar, because he had earlier lofted the left arm in that direction. Not this time. Upish and clearing the mid-off position. This time it's Saeed Anwar who has taken the aerial route. That has rapidly gone away to the boundary.
Now Saeed Anwar into his stride, taking Muralidharan on, getting up to the pitch of it, and whacked over